Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Meet the Shoe. I'm Sade, and
I'm
that's
Nina.
yes. Today we're going to talk about human trafficking, um, the effects it has on families as well when they're missing their loved ones. We have a little bit of statistics right now. I know a lot. Last year in 21, there were 10,583 reports of sex, not sex, but human trafficking. We already know
Hmm.
it leads into sex or something going on illegally, right?
Right.
So in the top three, they're saying this is what I was tripping on. California, which reported 1,334
Hmm.
reports of missing people
Okay.
that were human trafficked, they
Hmm.
suspect. Texas is number two with 987, and
Okay.
Florida is number three with 738 people
People last year that been human
last
trafficked.
year in 2021.
Okay. And
I
I
think
have a I
Mississippi
have
is under that, and Nevada.
and in Nevada as well.
Yes.
Well, I know the other day I was watching the news and they were talking about how they recruit you, right?
Hmm.
They recruit they watch people that have nice mannerisms, right?
Right.
They talked about how if you're walking around in a store and somebody accidentally bumps you, or say they don't bump you, they
Mhm.
just like get too close to you and you just say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Right. Be
They're
appreciative.
like, "What are you apologizing about?
Right.
What are you apologizing for?"
Hmm.
So those type of women, that's what they look for. Real passive, real
Friendly,
calm, you
timid.
know, real easily to persuade,
Yes. Hmm.
They look for the conversation they can have in you. You also have to watch the aisles, even
Yeah.
with your children, your
Hmm.
teenage children, your moms, because
Right.
they're trafficking, like you said, it's
Mhm,
human trafficking.
mhm.
It's not a particular age. They of course go for the younger because they're, like I said, easier to persuade, right?
Right,
But they're grabbing anybody nowadays. And
right.
so they also talked about how they go and get jobs that are easy to get, and they look for people. It says
They can see.
frequent like fraudulent. They post fraudulent job offers.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
high percentage. That's like 50% of trafficking recruiting methods.
Wow.
They post fraudulent job offers.
Mhm.
They promise them a visa. So this is for
Yeah.
people that are illegally in the country, right?
Yes.
And then they promise essential resources. They promise some things. And for it, that will get you to come with them, or that will get you to perform whatever acts that they want you to perform,
Right,
right?
exactly. Mhm.
And promise to shelter you. They'll give you a place to stay, but use you as a slave.
Exactly. Mhm.
Yeah.
And you
And
know what?
then
That's how some old, say pimps. Remember, there used to be a lot of pimps.
right, right. So now it's
That's the
turned into what
same.
you said,
Yes.
trafficking, right?
Mhm.
And usually trafficking is a form of slavery, like you stated,
Mhm.
and that they're in need of a something. All of it's sick,
But you know
regardless
what?
of the fact.
Sometimes they use trafficking for monetary reasons. They might snatch somebody to go sell those people as well. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? And
yes,
they're using them as sex or
right. Work,
organs.
organs, and work.
Oh
They
yeah.
also use them to, like, you will see how they'll pull over in Texas, and usually this is very high in Texas because they will pull over these trucks or
Hmm.
vans with all these people piled up in
Yes.
there. They're
Yeah.
either on the verge of death or
Yeah.
dead by the
Remember
time they
that
reach their
truck?
destinations.
Remember that they had called a semi coming from Mexico last summer, and
50 people in it.
everybody that died
Yeah,
was dead because it's
everybody
so
was dead.
hot.
Yeah, they didn't know, and what was really sad about it was their intent wasn't for them to die, right? Their
No, they didn't
intent
know.
was to get them over here to work, to slave.
Exactly.
They had been in there, and they're not realizing that, by them being so selfish and greedy, these people need water, they need food, and they
Yeah.
dang sure need sunlight. You're
Exactly.
driving all these miles to
Wow.
get to where you're going, and you haven't passed any water around.
Yeah.
Even if they willingly went
Right.
and they willingly said, I'll jump in here. Oh, I got a
Mhm.
better life. Okay. You didn't even think, let me give them a care package.
Just crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it as well, they said that when they go to these different destinations as far as trafficking, they have other people that come and help them.
Yeah.
So just imagine they have 50 people. There's no way. I don't care especially if you only have maybe 3 people, because there was 3 people in the front in
Right.
the semi. So 3 people, say all 3 people had guns.
Right.
3 people wouldn't be able to handle 50 people.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
What are our avid listeners? Thank you for
Yes.
listening to us. We
That
really
you
appreciate it.
wouldn't be able to handle that many people,
No,
right?
you
And
can't. No.
that would mean you can only carry, let's say, 6 guns at the most, right? Because
Right.
maybe you could have 2, one on in your waist, one in your hand, whatever.
Right.
Now, they're trying to control 50 people.
No.
Technically, they're waiting to get to that next
Next
destination
destination. Yeah.
for somebody to come in and help them to control those
Yeah.
50 people that were in the truck, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you got to go into which corporation was that, organized.
Right.
Who's on the bigger end, right? On who are they selling them to? It's all about money. It's
Right.
all about money.
But the whole thing is those people that were I'm quite sure that the people they were waiting on to be sent to that destination, they had already paid the other end.
Exactly. That's why on here, when it said promise, like promise essentials and pre-existing relationships with with recruiters, right? So if they're that's the pay part.
Right.
That's what you're talking about, where they were already previously paid. So that was on a lower percentage, though. That was on 12%.
Okay.
Are paid up ahead. People that's promised shelter, 30%, 36% of people are promised shelter. 40% of people are promised essential resources.
Right.
And 69% are promised visas. 100% are offered jobs, and they post jobs that recruit people that's in desperate situations.
Yeah.
They go out to find, that's their biggest part of how they get people is off the money.
Yeah.
So.
And I remember a girl in the Twin Cities was saying someone was trying to kidnap her. They pulled the van close to her car, you know what I mean? And was asking her questions, and it was weird. Like they wanted to try to grab her, and I'm like, you got to be careful of your surroundings. You know how nowadays we're so distracted by our phones.
Right. Yes.
We got our heads in our phone, not paying attention to the surroundings, and anybody could just hit you upside the head and go and drag you and go on about their business with you.
Yeah.
We need to be more careful, especially going in little parking lots.
Right. I never nowadays. Now that you say that, yeah, I try my best not to ever go into a small garage, especially when I'm going to be released from whatever event I'm at or wherever I'm going late and it's dark. Daytime too, it doesn't matter. But usually when it's dark, I'm terrified to even be on the night elevators by myself. I try to avoid that. I also found that they're putting zip ties on your door handles of your car, also on your windshield wiper.
Really?
To trigger the other human traffickers to trigger that you're a weak person, that
Mm,
you're being watched, right? Also, they're watching, like, say they drop a $50 bill. It's always big,
some
50,
money.
20, or 100 down, and they're waiting for you to reach down to grab it.
Oh
As
wow.
soon as you reach, you're off your feet.
Yeah, they can just
You're
grab you.
easier to grab because
Yeah.
they can come under you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And pick or scoop you up because you're in that position, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Usually when they're trying to get you, then it's a fight if you're standing up, or especially if you don't have
Yeah.
nothing in. They look for people that have stuff in their hands,
Yeah.
grocery bags, going to the
A lot
store.
of stuff in their hand. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, or have babies in their
Oh,
hand. They'll take you both. They'll take you both.
easy.
Yeah.
I just can't be imagine. I mean, I haven't been in that predicament, but
Mm.
oh, girl, I would go crazy.
Yeah, I
I would
mean, yeah.
We
It
say
just,
that, but when you get in that, you get shocked, shell shocked, and you just freeze, you freeze
yeah,
up.
at that time, right? You're
That's
off your element of surprise. You're off,
yeah.
you're off your
When you get
square
punched in the
totally.
face and you don't know, you know what's coming from. You be like, dang, you
Right,
dazed off.
right.
So we got to be careful. They kidnapping boys too, so
Oh yeah, it's
it
not just
doesn't
women.
matter.
It's not just women. They're taking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always two or more. I also seen this woman, she was jogging. Thank God she had upper body strength. She was really active. So she's running down the grass, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
jogging at a slow pace. And she could feel somebody coming behind her. And when the dude is coming up behind her, he passes her.
Right.
So you could see in the video, well, somebody caught it on their house camera.
Okay.
So she's jogging, and then there's a car over off to the side, a white car. There's two guys in there. You could see that there's two people in the front seat, one on each
Mm-hmm.
passenger and driver in the front seat. He was going to get her and put her in the back. He goes and he reaches to grab her. She starts fighting and screaming and fighting and screaming. He eventually got off. They flag him in the car and tell him, come on, because she was drawing attention. I know one time also I was running down, I was working out. So I'm
Okay.
at the park that I was at. It was just a weird situation. I don't know if I was gonna get traffic or not, but it was
Mhm.
something to pay attention to.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I was
Right.
running, right. It's something to pay attention to because you really wouldn't, just
Right.
because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know when people are in that setting, you're thinking they're on the same mindset as you. So I'm running down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
going around the park. I come back up and I lightly hear somebody coming behind me. The
Girl.
dude, he has a sweatshirt on. He's in all black and he has these shorts on. They look nasty. He had on some shorts that a woman should have been having on. Let's say that, right?
he had the he had the hoochie daddy shorts
Yes,
on.
he had hoochie daddy shorts on, and he was this masculine looking man, like
Mm-hmm.
real husky, thick build, running. As he's running towards me, because I stop
Mm-hmm.
and I stand to the side as he's running towards me. He's jogging though. He's not, I'm saying running towards me because he's running down the same block as me, right?
Right. Right.
So as he's running towards me, he's holding his pocket. I was listening, I was watching him. I stepped to the side and I was watching him. Quite naturally, any gentleman would say, "Hey, how you doing? I didn't mean to startle you, whatever." No, he just had this like look on his face and kept going. Like
Oh.
went past me like real fast.
Oh wow.
I ended it. I
Right.
was
So
I said, "Oh, that's the end of the workout today."
okay. Yep. You
Oh,
done.
I didn't play that. I said, that's the end of it. And I watched him. Now, what? Now, let me tell you what I did. I got in the car because my car was parked on the side, down a little bit, but it was parked right there on the same block that I end up on.
Right.
I go and I sit in my car and I watch him.
Mm-hmm.
He went the same way that we go down the steps,
Okay.
around the park, and then back up by me. Before he could make it back up by me, I just watched to see where he was going. I let him run past.
Mm-hmm.
and then he went back down the steps again. He continued his workout, but I just wanted to watch him to
Oh
see, is
yeah.
he gonna stop to pull out a phone to maybe take a picture of my car?
Oh
Is he gonna? Is
mhm.
he? Was he gonna stop? Did he stop to take a picture of me at any point or whatever? He could have done all that ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
But those are the kind of, that's where your mind goes when
Yeah.
you're thinking that somebody is. You never can be just too cautious, right?
Right.
Because then you start going crazy. You just
Right.
have to pray it off and be mindful of your surroundings.
Mhm.
That's my best advice on it, because it's past crazy. It's just kill or be killed out here
Yeah,
right
it
now. It's
is.
not
Because
no
our job is
everybody's crazy. At every moment, somebody's crazy.
yeah.
And it is kill or be killed to me.
Yes. So the FBI found 200 missing people or trafficked
Right.
people.
Yep.
Like 147 of them were adults, and some of them were like the 40 or so were children,
Okay.
and even down to I think 10 years
Babies?
old, 2 years old.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So they
And
might
did
have
they say where they came from?
no, they just said these people were missing, what I'm saying?
Okay.
And some of them did report being sex slaves.
Right.
So
Oh,
they,
they were still alive.
yeah.
All of them.
Most of them were.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So
I mean, I
that's
don't
a good
know.
thing, they felt those that I mean that's a start, 200, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So
It seems like they're looking more, paying attention more on the internet for clues or triggers, right?
mhm.
I really like how there's a girl that was on Grubhub.
Okay.
She was working. She steps into the into the store, and on her Grubhub app upstairs from the store, a girl said that she was being held hostage, that she was
Wow.
being about to be sex. It didn't happen yet. She was about to be sex trafficked. Please help. She sent it on her Grubhub, on the Grubhub of
Wow.
the
On the
store that she was being kidnapped at,
oh,
downstairs from. The guy lived upstairs. The
mm,
store downstairs, how she got on the Grubhub. And so the girl called the police.
thank God.
And the man was wondering at the store, like, okay, you got your order, go. She told the man, hold on 1 second. I
Mhm.
think I have to get something else. That's what she said. And the police came, and then she directed them upstairs.
What?
Yeah, she directed them up. She sent them, where the girl said she was, because the girl said
Yes.
it on the app.
That's
Yeah.
genius. How did she get on the
I
app?
don't know. I don't know. But these are things that people are doing that is helping us in more ways than one,
One. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you think about when you're, like you said, going on those private parking lots, and just being somewhere where it's super dark, you're constantly looking. I try not to even be outside at night
But you know
by
what?
myself.
People could do this in the clubs. They see you with
Right.
friends, and
Yes.
somebody they all walk away, going to the bathroom,
Yes.
grab you out the
Yes.
bathroom,
Yes.
or put some in your drink where you can't even. You know what I'm saying? They doing that all the time in the nightclubs.
Yes, they are. Yes. And speaking of that, now there's a 16-year-old girl that's missing
Yes,
right now, right?
Kylie Rodney.
Yeah. And so she goes to this party. They
Hmm.
have a picture posted this morning of the sweatshirt
She
that
was
she
in
had on.
hmm
Why
white
are
and
these
pink
kids going
ones.
to parties in the woods or camping area at the night, in the night, They have a picture of a Rams sticker on her vehicle,
Hmm.
and her mom is so like distraught and devastated because mom talked to her like
Right
minutes
before, yeah.
before, and she agreed to be home by midnight.
Hmm.
She went to the party with family friend, like family.
Okay.
So like her bestie's daughter.
Right.
Everybody looked for her. Everybody's searching for her. Everybody's looking. They're searching
They
high
searched
and low.
11 straight days. The water, the park, all around that facility. They called it off.
Yeah, and that her
Let's make it
phone has been
true.
dead since the next day of it
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. So you come with some friends.
Right,
You all need to be stuck like glue at parties.
right, right.
Whoever you come with, that's who you leave
That's who
with.
you leave with. Yeah. Nobody goes to the bathroom by
By
themselves.
themselves,
Yeah,
no. You in a big woods, and I'm
right.
quite sure it was drinking going on,
Yeah,
all kind of stuff. It was
right,
older people there because I'm quite sure the 18, 21 college students was going
right,
to the party. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I think I would. I don't think I would have had my daughter go to no woods, not no party in the woods. No way. Mm-mm.
No, no
No.
party, not
That
me.
remind me, girl.
16
Look,
is
look.
too young.
That remind me of Michael Myers and Jason.
Yeah.
I
Because
can't
to
stand
me,
being out in the woods. Oh no.
I think that 61, I mean, excuse me, I think that 16 is too young
Mm-hmm.
to drive to a wooded area
Mm-hmm.
where I've been young once. I thought I was grown. I
Yeah.
thought I had it together. I was driving at 16.
Yeah, we was.
I'm not going to go in the woods at a
No.
party.
Mm-mm.
Now, was I doing things, that I didn't have no business at the time?
Of
I
course
sure
we
was.
were.
I'm more not even worried about her. I'm worried about her that, we don't know where she's at. I'm more worried about what are the friends not saying?
Right.
What happened? Why did
Mhm.
she drive home by herself?
She didn't. I,
Where's the detour? I'm confused. Did you watch her get in the car? Did you watch her drive off? Those are questions that I'm not hearing anyone say. I don't know if I'm sure mom and dad have asked these questions because mom been the one talking, dad hasn't talked. I'm
right.
sure he's just disgusted and can't even hold it together,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she left with the family friends. So mom and dad are friends with the other mom and dad whose
Right.
child returned home.
Mm-hmm.
That's another situation
It
that
is.
they're
Yeah.
going through right now.
And the best friend saying, "I wish she come home." Okay, best
Yeah,
friend, you should have been home with leaving with her.
exactly. I'm that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I'm confused on why she got in a car by herself.
Right. Me
It's not
too.
making any sense to me. I'm not
It don't,
understanding that at all.
me either. It don't make sense at
I
all.
pray to God that that baby returns. You know what I'm saying? I pray
Mhm.
that her family finds her, like
Yes, I pray
16.
they
Yeah,
find her alive. Please, man. This is
yeah.
this is
And I would hope that, at some answers, they don't have anything. It's just like
no.
she vanished. You know what I'm saying? Where's that?
I'm assuming she's nowhere near that area at all.
I don't think so either. I
She's
thought that inside, but
mm-mm.
yeah, nobody wants to
Yeah.
see their children missing, taken, nothing,
Mhm.
abused, any of that.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Well, moving on to a happier, a little better note, guys. When you're dating,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know you sent me something. It was so true what this guy was saying.
Right,
I when my kids' daughters go on a date, if you want to date my daughter, make sure you date her at a fine restaurant. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Something have a good day out, not taking my daughter to damn ice cream or McDonald's and think you gonna smash. No.
well,
You're
smashing on
supposed to be
the. I mean,
You're supposed to be dating. Just go out your first night out. You're supposed to get to know each other and part ways, talk on the phone and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the talking on the phone for hours? You know how you used to be on the phone all night
yeah,
with a guy and your mom be like, "Get off my phone." No, she can't tap in on the other line. She has to have an operator call in.
right,
Your mother's trying to get in the phone line. Could you please hang up?
right,
Nobody
right,
wants
for
to
sure.
talk for hours. It's just like you don't even know me, and you think
Yeah, the guy made a lot of sense when that conversation. He made a lot of sense to where he's stating that you rather go on 10 cheap dates than one expensive date that you actually like the person.
Exactly.
What are you doing? Like, why are you on all these different dates trying to trick all these different?
Women.
It's about quality, not quantity, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Quality.
And nowadays the men are just slim with it, and they're sad because they're so mad about women having all these high values, but women are used to being by themselves now.
Right.
And they're not liking that. And that's why they're so angry. They can't have it either way. Either you got some money or you gotta be you nice just ain't getting it anymore.
No, it's not.
You gotta have some money or some value.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Right.
Nice has to be in the equation. Money, value, and you dang sure gotta be nice, or they're gonna go another way. It's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
Definitely. I also seen how this guy was he was married, right?
Oh boy.
He was married. This was so funny. He was married, and he was just getting in the groove of getting going out with other couples that were married.
Okay.
And so he didn't know anything about pineapples. You know, have you ever heard of that term, pineapples? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I think so.
What
Pineapple.
does that mean? What does pineapples mean to you?
Like no. I take that back. No, I don't.
Okay, so pineapples mean that you're swinging, that you're adding another couple or another person in the equation, married
Oh,
couples, right? That's what the new
so
term of it is. If
swingers.
people wear pineapples or people are, have pineapple shirts or give you a pineapple, that means that you're adding, you're a swinger.
Get out. So instead of saying we're swingers, they said pineapples.
Google it. I'm so serious. I had to
Oh
look it
wow.
up. That's the new term of it now, right?
Oh wow.
Pineapple. So he said that him and his wife, they went to they went to out with another couple. He was uncomfortable because this new couple that they were hanging around, the guy was talking to him about, you know, having an added person in the equation. He was like, no, we don't do that now.
Oh wow.
They're newly married.
Right.
So then he said, while his wife had the friend would come over because he met the husband, but the friend would come over. The friend came over while his wife was at work. What? The friend came over while the wife was at work. Now, this is what he said. He said that when she came over, she tried to make a move on him and was like, well, you accepted the pineapples because they sent the gifts to the house of pineapples. And he was drinking out of a pineapple container. And he was like, ain't no pineappling over here. I'm not with that, right? But he was showing us that he was drinking out the pineapple container. And everybody in the comments was like, why did the friend come over while your wife was at work?
Right.
What is that about?
Right.
And so he said all that to say that, they're not with it. Don't accept gifts from people when you first meet them. Don't accept no pineapples, because if you do, people's going to swear you're lying. That's the new thing of pushing you into, having a threesome or adding someone in the equation of the relationship.
Don't bring me no pineapple. Nah, no. You done told me some new stuff. This that new age.
Yes, you gotta Google it. You gotta Google it. That's it. Pineapples.
Pineapples.
Yeah. Another thing I want to touch on that but for the male call edition is that when you lose weight, where does the weight go? I just found this out today. Where do you think the weight goes? When you're losing weight, How does weight come out your body?
Well, it come out through your urine, right? Water.
Okay.
Right?
And where else?
You would think the bowel movement.
Okay, and what else? Because this is 85% of it.
Well,
What?
look, I need to be doing it all the time. Bowel movement. Look,
Well, I'm gonna get you going right here because I just found this out.
bowel movement.
85%.
Sweat.
No. 85% of weight loss is released from your body from exhaling. That's why they say, hear me out. That's why they say sex is a fast way for you to lose weight because you're
panting like a dog.
Yes, no, that's for real. 85% of weight loss comes from exhaling. Now, if a person is losing a lot of weight, of course, and they're not having sex, they're working out though.
Right.
That's where it's coming from. Exhaling, not inhaling, exhaling. That's what a lot of your weight loss is released in the air. It's in the air. You release it from air. Yes.
But damn it, I done felt that I could do a lot of exhaling.
Yes, you got to continue to exhale. Gil. Gil.
Exhale on, baby, and full.
Yep, exhale. That's how you lose weight.
That, and I'm gonna start back jogging. I think that's a lot of
exhale
too.
Exhaling. Yeah.
Girl, you came up with some good stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, I want to end it on a funny note.
Thank you guys. We are sponsored by Cashmere Lux Hair Salon, where you get your growth hair products, manage your hair, hydration, moisturizing your hair, and cleansing it. All the good products. www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com. You get your waist trainers, activewear, waist wraps, and body shapers at Bossed Up Beauties Boutique, www.bossedupbeauties.com. And then we have
Lena Beans Organic Plus, LenaBeansBodyButter.com, Sugar Scrub Body Butter Beard Juice.
Yes. And we thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys
Friday.
Friday.